Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allows you to record and edit your broadcast so it sounds great. And they even distribute your broadcast for you so that it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. So make sure you download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Good Monday afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the special edition of Future Educators Talk. I'm yours truly, your co-host, Jared Frett.
And I am Daniel Anderson.
And today, on a special edition of Future Educators Talk, we're going to talk about something that happened over the weekend, that happened last week. If you watch The View on their 5,000th episode, the co-host of The View talked about, well, they have their thoughts on Democrat Senator, now she's running for president, Kamala Harris. She wants to propose a bill to extend school hours to 6 p.m. Yes, that's what they're talking about over the weekend on Friday. So now we're going to talk about it because that really brought us to our attention. So we're just going to hop right in. We're just going to hop right in for this one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let Damien, what do you think of this this proposed bill?
This just really brought my attention because, well, first off, I obviously love the show very much. When this brought my attention, I was like, wow, extend to 6 p.m. I was like, okay, wait a minute. 6 p.m.
In the evening.
Yeah. That is a longer time now. Because most schools, well, probably like a lot of schools, I know, for me over here in Tennessee, we go to school probably most schools, I believe, go to school for 7 hours. So now it's going to be, she's extending it to even longer, which to me, that doesn't make sense to me at all, because that just, to me, that's like, that's, you're putting them in school longer. That's wasting, to me, that's just like wasting time away from their families. First off, that's one thing. The second thing is, what about, they probably like, how are they still with extracurriculum like activities or like doing sports and stuff? How are they probably going to do that? So I don't know how they're going to probably do that. So that's the second thing. So this is like I'm just trying to still like process all of this. So 6 p.m. That's just really still quite. And then once they, probably like come home,
they're gonna be tired.
Yes, very tired. And then, little. And then once they, come home, they only go get, like a little amount of sleep. For whatever time, whatever time they go to school, that's just going to be, that's like too much of their schedule. So that's just 6 p.m. That's just, to me, that doesn't work. That just, no, just leave it alone. Just, no. I don't know what is she thinking with this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I have. And then I read this article. I went to this article, and I just, to me, this just like makes absolutely no sense at all. I mean, what about you? Like, what are your thoughts on this? Because I'm just,
when it brought my attention when I think when you first shared it, I think I did a little bit, dig a little bit deeper, and I was a little bit confused because 6 p.m. and then I was like, wait a minute, hold on, pump the brakes a little bit here, because you have students in middle school and high school that does sports, right? So what about they have practice, they have games. How's that going to work? Plus, on top of that, there are games that are away. So how's that going to work if you extend it to 6 p.m.? How's that going to work? And, like you said, by the time, I was thinking the exact same thing that you was thinking, that, once they get home, they're going to be tired.
Right.
They're going to have a little bit of time, do a little bit of homework and do chores at home. But after that, they're going to sleep. Because, they've been in school since 6 p.m. And plus, my other thinking is, how's the school scheduling is going to work? Because in my county, for high schools, they get out at 2:45. So if you're extended to 6 p.m., how's that going to work? How's the school scheduling going to work? How are you going to fit everything? How's that going to work? And, students don't want to be in class for so long. They're already sitting in class for 90 minutes. They don't want to sit in class for a long time. So how's that going to work? You have to ask yourself these questions before you propose a bill. Will it be benefit for the school, and will it benefit for the students?
Right.
You have to think about the students, and you have to think about, the teachers and the schools and everything. You have to think about that as well. There are programs out there before and after school care. There's that. There's a program for that, but you want to extend school hours to 6 p.m. I'm gonna have to disagree with that. How about proposing a bill that would start schools later? How about that? How about you propose a bill to start school times later? There's already states in the U.S. that already propose a bill or have already start schools at a later time. How about you propose a bill to do that instead of extending school hours to 6 p.m.? How about that?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I just, I don't get it, and I'm kind of like, like confused because she sent it to 6 p.m.
Yeah. I'm just
How is this gonna work?
Yeah.
You
I'm just trying to still just wrap my brain around it, just like if this if let's just say if this bill does get passed, if it does, I'm just like thinking right now, if this does get passed, I'm just assuming if it does, I'm just trying to see how in the world will this work? I'm just trying to see that. And right now I'm picturing it, and to me it's like it's not, to me, this my opinion, it's not going to work. It's just not. It's just not. To me, it's it's going to make the students even more stressed. It is. It's going to make them more stressed. Stay in school longer. It's really is. So I don't know.
I don't know either. This really brought my attention on Friday, and I was like, she wants to extend school hours to 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Because I know high schools in my county, they there from 7:45 to 2:45, and for middle schools, high school, and elementary schools are the same time, with the exception of one school that starts a little bit later, around about 8 o'clock. And then middle school starts at 8:15, but they don't get out until 3:15. So I'm not really sure how this is going to work. I'm not really sure. But it's
Yeah.
I'm kind of. This is why this is our first ever special edition. So this really brought our attention, because we want to have our thoughts on this.
Absolutely.
Because 6 p.m.
Yeah, 6 p.m.
You want to extend school hours to 6 p.m. How about propose a bill to start school at a later time? I mean, we'll agree to that, but 6 p.m.
I would agree to that for a later time, but extend it to 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
No way, absolutely no way.
If we were congressmen, we would be no, reject, nay. So it would never, no.
Yes.
We want to know your thoughts on this as well.
Yes.
What are y'all thoughts on this? So what is your thoughts on extending school hours to 6 p.m.? We want to know your thoughts on this. If you watch The View, which is on weekdays at 11 a.m., 10 a.m. Central, they talked about it on Friday. We want to know your thoughts on this as well. So make sure you use the hashtag Future Educators Talk and Future Educators Talk S2 on Twitter and on Instagram and on our Facebook page, because we want to know what is your thoughts on this? Do you agree? And why? And if you disagree with it, then let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know. On this special edition of Future Educators Talk. So, whenever it's breaking, whenever it's something major happening in the education system or the education world, we will do a special edition of it, and we will have our thoughts and our concerns on it, and and we want to hear from you. Yes, so. So this will be labeled as a bonus. If you haven't already, please listen to our Monday's episode of today's episode with Mr. Luther Funches. We talked about being a Black male teacher and how to support new teachers. So make sure you go check it out. We had a great discussion on it. We had a great discussion. So make sure you listen to that podcast and that episode, and then listen to this special edition. So we will see y'all next time on this special edition of Future Educators Talk. I am your co-host, Darren Fretch.
And I am Damian Anderson.
And this is this is the special edition of Future Educators Talk with Damian and Darren.